Brent, please. Ruth Brent. It's extension 407. Well, then try her wherever you think you can reach her. All right, then leave a message for Dr. Nichols that the patient refused to be examined by Dr. Cawley this afternoon. Then Dr. Nichols will know how to handle it when he comes on duty. Fourth floor east, Mrs. Brent. Ruth, it's Amy. I have to talk to you. I'm coming over there right now. Well, Amy, look, I've already checked out. I'm just getting ready to leave. Well, then I'll meet you at your house. No, I'm not going home yet, dear. I brought the car today. I've got to pick up Ted. But I have to talk to you somewhere, anywhere. What is it? I'm afraid to talk about it over the phone. All right, look, I'll stop by your house before I go to get Ted. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Link! What are you doing home so early?
What a reception. I thought I'd come home early and see what you were doing. How about tossing me those slippers?
Oh.
Thank you. You know, there was really nothing to keep me at the office today, so I just thought I'd come home and find out what the prettiest girl in the world was doing.
Oh, darling, I'm glad you did.
And I thought that I ought to give you advance warning.
Of what?
Well, I tried to phone you all afternoon, and there wasn't any answer.
I just came in a few minutes ago.
Mother said that she had tried to phone you, too, and finally phoned me at the office and invited us for dinner tonight.
Oh, you didn't accept?
Well, darling, how could I refuse? It's a very special, exotic dinner.
Oh, dear.
Had you planned something else?
No. It's just I would have preferred to stay home tonight.
So would I. You know, I count on you to figure out a quick excuse for us when we want to be together. But sometimes Mother catches me unawares, and...
Are you in your bedroom? Oh, yes.
Is that Ruth?
Yes, she said she was dropping by. And you're sort of... Link, I didn't expect to find you here.
I seem to have thrown everyone in a loop by coming home early.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have barged in.
You know you're welcome.
All.
Give me your coat.
Oh, thanks.
How is Ted?
Oh, he's fine.
And Philip?
Excellent.
Good. I saw Philip the other day. Seems to me that boy is looking taller every week.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
Well, from the look on both of your faces, I assume there's going to be some sister talk around here, so I'll just excuse myself and go in and do a little bit of necessary work in the study. Okay. Give my best to Ted and Philip.
I will, Link. Thank you. Oh, Link, what time are we expected at your mother's?
Oh, about 6:30.
I didn't expect to find Link here. No, neither did I. It's all right, though. He's gone into his study. You can't hear anything from there.
Well, now, what's the matter?
Ted came over here this afternoon.
Why?
Nick Davis. Ted is sure he's come back to blackmail me.
Oh, Amy, I've told Ted that he's jumping to conclusions.
Well, you should also tell Ted that his hysteria is just going to bring us all into greater jeopardy.
Now, look, your hysteria and calling me at the hospital and telling me to rush over here is just as bad. Amy, you've got to find a way to relax.
Relax? With Nick Davis back in town and Ted coming over here, frightening me?
Frightening you? How?
What would happen if Link should find out about Philip?
Amy, that's a risk you took when you married Link without telling him.
I don't want to hurt Link. But above all, I don't want to hurt Philip. To protect him, I would do anything.
Amy, don't talk that way.
Well, that's how I feel.
Look, there's a very good chance that Nick doesn't know.
Your husband is convinced that he does. Ted said that I should get ready to sell my jewelry and my furs to pay Nick off.
You know how Ted is when he's upset. You know, talks first and thinks later.
It's just what I'm afraid of. Of what he might say to Nick Davis if he should ever run into him.
Insurance, $15 for license plates, registration, $21, 16.
So I find Mr. Morgan here.
Not right now, you wouldn't.
Well, I came here to offer him a chance at some free publicity. How long do you think I have to wait?
I really couldn't say.
They tell me that Valley Motors is the best car agency in town now, so I thought I'd come over and give him first crack at it.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Let him in on a deal with a real good connection.
Yeah, connections are everything in deals.
Yeah, I believe in going to where the power is.
I'm sure you do.
Well, do you mind if I wait for him?
If you'd like to.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him to miss out on it. I do have to have it settled by tomorrow.
Morgan will be back.
Good. By the way, my name is Nick Davis.
I know that.
You do?
Yeah?
Well, how do you know that? I used to live here in the valley, but
I know that too, Nick. I know everything about you.
Anna brought back to me from the Orient. It's an authentic Indian fabric.
Obviously what prompted Indian food for dinner.
Exactly. It's an all-Indian party.
I thought it was something from the gypsies.
Oh, Charles, really? Well, your grandson recognized it straight off as something Indian.
Well, there isn't much that escapes that boy's interest.
Except Tara Martin. She seems to have escaped his interest.
Joe Martin's daughter?
Then Amy would know all about that.
Oh, why?
Well, it seems that Tara has set her eye on young Philip Brent instead. That's Amy's nephew.
Is that a fact?
Yes. Yes, they seem quite serious about each other.
And isn't that amazing?
Why, Mother?
Well, that she should prefer young Philip to our Chuck.
Philip is a wonderful boy.
Oh, of course he is, Amy, dear. I liked him enormously the few times that I've seen him, but, well, oh, never mind.
Oh, what were you going to say?
Well, if you want me to be frank about it, I mean, well, now, certainly Chuck's prospects are certainly much better than young Brent's.
Phoebe.
Well, whoever knows where the young will put their hearts?
My dear Link, it isn't a matter only of their hearts. It's their entire future. The possibility of their similar interests and... Oh, well, let's face it. Chuck's going to be a doctor and a very fine one. Now, I have no idea what Philip may have in mind or even if his family will be able to send him to college.
Of course he's going to college. He's exceptionally bright, and he's one of the finest, most sensitive young men you could ever meet, Phoebe.
Well, Amy, dear, I certainly didn't intend to offend you.
Well, you're not offending me. I just find it a little difficult to understand why you think Tara should prefer Chuck over Philip. I mean, the fact that Philip's family is not as socially prominent or as financially well off as Chuck's shouldn't be the sole criterion for judgment.
Well, I'm sure Mother didn't mean that, Amy.
No, Amy.
Really, my dear, you make me sound like a terrible social snob.
Well, and Amy didn't mean that, Mother. It's just that, well, Amy has been terribly concerned over the possibility of Philip's being drafted and, you know, the effect upon her sister. So Philip is rather a touchy subject at the moment.
Well, with all of your work in the peace causes, Amy, I'm sure it's difficult for you to discuss any young man of draft age right now.
Yes, I'm afraid that these war worries have just set us all on edge. As a matter of fact, that's precisely why I planned this Indian dinner party tonight. I am resolved to keep myself in good spirits in spite of it.
Right. It's a good idea. We all need more festivities in our lives.
Exactly. And that's why I am so delighted with Nick Davis's dancing classes. It's precisely what we need to pull ourselves up out of the doldrums. Oh, and Link, you should hear the list of famous names that he has taught and all the glamorous charity balls that he's organized.
Well, I'm sure that it would be great fun for Amy, Mother.
Of course. Oh, I'm counting on Amy to help me get this started off right.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been away from the valley a long time. I can't seem to place you. Did we know each other?
Well, I am Ted Brent.
Ted Brent? Well, yeah, of course. The football star. Hey, you were always a big idol of mine.
Like you said, Nick, you've been gone a long time.
Yeah. 19 years.
So what have you been doing with yourself lately?
Oh, great things, Ted. I've been opening up a chain of dancing studios all over the country. Detroit, St. Louis. Doing great.
Really? Why did you come back to Pine Valley?
Why not? You know, it's always easiest to start a thing in a place where you know something about what's going on. Have a few people help you make contacts. Oh, it's easier to get your foot in the door when you know a little background about a place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm following you, Nick.
What I do in a new town is I throw a charity ball right off. I want to see Morgan. I usually tie in a local car dealer to provide us with some fancy cars for the ball, and he gets his name in there where it counts, where the money is.
Where it counts, the money.
Yeah, you know, you get society people involved, and everybody seems to follow along. Well, life's not too tough if you can figure out a couple angles ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Maybe I do.
Ted, honey, I'm so sorry I'm late, but...
Well, Ruthie. Of course. You told me your married name was Brent. Well, it's a small world. I just didn't know you meant Ted Brent, the football star.
What are you doing here, Nick?
Oh, I was just telling Ted all about Davis dancers. I came here to offer Valley Motors some free advertising, but well, it seems that Mr. Morgan isn't here, and I may have to shove off before he gets back.
I'll give him your message.
Good, thanks, Ted. You know, I just can't get over you two being married. That's a small world department, eh? And Ruthie tells me I have a son. Here you are being so cool about it, you didn't even mention it.
Yeah, that's right.
She says you're about high school age now, what, 17, 18?
That's right.
Oh, great. Well, who's he take after, you or Ruth?
He takes after both of us, Nick.
Ah. Well, that's terrific, Ruthie, really. You know, I really look forward to meeting that son of yours sometime.
Amy, I don't think I've ever seen you so on edge as you were at dinner tonight. No matter what subject Mother went off on, it just seemed to rub you the wrong way.
Wasn't really rude, was I?
No, not really rude. No, it was just clear, however, that your nerves were worn thin. You were so touchy about Philip, and then you took such a violent reaction whenever Mother mentioned her dancing class.
Just isn't anything I want to give my time to.
This, Nick Davis fellow, didn't he live here in the valley once?
Yes, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember the name somehow, but I just can't get it connected.
Ted, are you asleep?
Of course not. And he probably won't get his sleep all night either.
Have you got a pain in your back this evening?
I got a pain in my head called Nick Davis.
Please. Ted. You'll wake up Philip.
Wake up? Wake up is what we all ought to do. And realize what Nick Davis is here for.
Ted, I don't really believe that Nick Davis knows that we adopted Amy's baby.
Oh, Ruth. You don't think a conniving character like Nick Davis accidentally met Amy's mother-in-law right off the bat, then looked you up at the hospital accidentally, and then came to the car dealers and saw me? Oh, he just wants to see us sweat before he makes his pitch.
Well, then, if that's what he's going to do, why does he go to all the trouble about starting these dancing classes?
That's the front he needs, while he's bleeding Amy for money. And I told her so.
Ed, you have got to stop pressuring Amy about it.
Pressuring Amy? She's the one that's got us all in the pressure cooker. Now she better find a way to keep the lid on, or she's going to ruin that boy's life. And there's one way out of it, and that's to give Nick Davis money. Even if she has to tell Link.
Go away. Why did you come back? Go away.
Go away. Go away. You don't have to stay here. Go away.
I don't want to be left with a baby. I'm not even 17 years old yet. I don't want a baby.
I'm sorry.
You've got to help me.
How can I help you?
What kind of a man are you?
Me? I'm Nick Davis.
No. Go away. Stay away. I don't want you to come back.
Oh, I had to come back, Amy. He's my son.
No, it would kill him if you told him that.
Oh, the truth never hurt anybody. Tell him, Amy.
No.
Tell them they've got to know. They've got to know.
No, they love me. They love me. Link, where are you? Philip? Link. Link, help me.
Don't, Amy. The trial is about to start.
What trial?
Your trial, Amy.
Please, the court will come to order.
Guilty. I say she's guilty.
Hold your vote till the end. Wait for the jury.
Jury? What jury? Where's the jury?
Here we all are, Amy. The jury. Always. Aren't we, Amy?
Judge you. Yes, to judge you.
The court will come to order. Prisoner, stand.
What am I being tried for?
Don't pretend you don't know.
For deception.
Is it true that you knew a man named Nick Davis when you were younger?
No.
That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
What is he doing here?
Because he is the past that is always with us.
Please, Link.
Don't talk to the jury. And is it true that a baby was born of this relationship, which is Philip Brent?
Please. Not here in this house with all these people.
Silence.
Oh, Ruth, can't you help me? You always have.
I tried. I adopted him.
Will the witness proceed?
The kid she gave to her sister for adoption, Philip Brent, was my son. Was.
Was. What does he mean, was, Link?
Was, Amy.
Was, Amy.
What do they all mean? What?
Quiet. The prisoner prisoner is not allowed to talk. Does the jury have a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the foreman of the jury?
Yes, Your Honor. We find the prisoner guilty in the first degree.
Guilty of what?
Murder.
Murder?
Of course, Amy. What could you expect? He was a sensitive, beautiful boy.
You killed
No. No. No, I didn't.
He ran away and enlisted when...
No.
You murdered.
No, no, no. I didn't. I didn't.
Murder.
Holy cow. Help
Amy, wake up. Wake up, darling. Wake up, darling. It's Link. It's all right. It's Link. It's all right. I'm here. I'm here.
I killed him. I killed him.
Killed who, darling?
Philip, I killed him.
You're dreaming, darling. You're dreaming. It's all right. It was a dream.
Oh, Link, I... What did I say in my dream?
You were dreaming that you'd killed Philip.
Oh, yes. Yes.